So you are all welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mukhtar Ali from Department of Biochemistry, Ahmadi Bello University, Zaria. And if this is the first time you are coming to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. So now we are going to look at the concept of biotechnology. So bio means life and techno means tools. Logi means story. So biotechnology means the study of productions of a new products using tools in a living organisms. So in a simple way, when we said biotechnology, it means is the use of a living organisms, is the use of living organisms to generate a product that is of beneficial to human. So it means that when we said biotechnology is when you use a living organisms or any component from living organisms to produce a product that is beneficial to humans is what we call biotechnology. And of course, from here, we can clearly see that in biotechnology, here is when you use a plants, animals, or you use microorganisms or any component from these organisms, such as DNA, RNA, or proteins, or a cell itself to generate a product. It can be a product or information. So this is what we call biotechnology. So if you use living organisms to generate a product that are of beneficial to humans is what we call biotechnology. So examples of the products that we can use in biotechnology, examples of animals or living organisms that we can use in biotechnology, we can use plants, animals, microorganisms, or component of these organisms, which can be DNA, RNA, or proteins to generate a product. And the products that can be generated, some of the examples of the products that can be generated from biotechnology, we have insulin. Insulin can be generated as a product from biotechnology. Insulin can get insulin. We can also get oxytocin. We can get oxytocin. We can get new drugs. It can be anti-malarial or anti-cancer drugs or anti-diabetic drugs. So to use a living organisms or a component of the organisms or a cells or the entire cells to produce a products that are beneficial human is what you call biotechnology. So to generate a product using living organisms that are of beneficial to humans is what you call biotechnology. So it can be components. But this biotechnology uses a lot of technology. It uses a lot of technology. It means that it uses a lot of tools. And these tools can be analytical instrumentation, which needs automation, like for example, PCR, gel documentation system, and the need automation. Data, information, maybe based on the information generated from some studies, you can use that data, or you can use computational, such as bioinformatics. Of course, we know that when we say bioinformatics, it means when you are using computer to solve biological problems before going to the lab. So you can use automation, data, computation, or reagent. Of course, you need reagents, like for example, restriction, endonuclease enzymes. Endonuclease enzymes is one of the reagents that are used in biotechnology. Fermentation. So you need technology and services before you use these living organisms to generate a product that are of beneficial to humans. And this product, it can be a medicine. So in the case of medicine, we have insulin, we have oxytocin, they are medicine, they are drugs, anti-cancer drugs, anti-malarial drugs, they are all medicine. They are all drugs, like vaccines also. You can use biotechnology to produce vaccines, and it can be a materials. It can be a food products through genetically modified organisms. So when we said biotechnology, it's actually one of the area of biology that is trying to address the production of biological products that are beneficial to humans. And of course, we have like so many types of biotechnology. We have we have blue biotechnology. So in blue biotechnology, it's when you are using a marine organisms, or if you are using aquatic organisms to generate a product that are of beneficial to humans, it's what you call bio, it's what you call blue biotechnology. So blue means we are using aquatic organisms to generate a product that are of beneficial to humans. It can be a food. So we have red biotechnology. So in the case of red biotechnology, it's when you are using, it's a type of biotechnology that use living organisms to produce a product that are of medical importance. It can be drugs, it can be vaccine. So that is in the case of red biotechnology. You are using biological system to generate a product that are of health importance, like drugs and vaccine. But in the case of white biotechnology, you are using living organisms to generate fuel, something like fuel, like bio fuel. That is in the case of white biotechnology. That is in the case of white biotechnology. But in the case of green biotechnology, you are using living organisms to generate a product that will be of agricultural importance. So that is the different types of biotechnology. We have so many of them. We have like dark biotechnology or black biotechnology. So dark biotechnology is when you are using. So now we are going to look at the application of biotechnology. One of the application of biotechnology, we have medical biotechnology. So medical biotechnology is one of the branch of biotechnology that used in producing the molecules or in identifying molecules that can be used in diagnosis of disease, diagnostic, that is disease testing. And also in medical biotechnology, you can produce a recombinant proteins like insulin, oxytocin in treatment of disease. And also in medical biotechnology, you can produce a recombinant vaccine that can be used in preventing disease. We also have agricultural biotechnology, which is actually one of the branches of biotechnology that's used in plant agriculture and food processing. And we also have environmental biotechnology, which is actually used in cleaning through bioremediation. So, of course, in bioremediation, you are using living organisms. It can be plants, it can be microorganisms to remove the unwanted materials in the environment. And we can, through this, you can prevent environmental problems. And another branch of biotechnology is forensic biotechnology, which can be used in paternity tests, scientific investigations, and we also have industrial biotechnology, which is used in energy production like biofuel production. So these are the applications or brief applications of biotechnology, and with time we are going to take one after the other and describe them. And then we also have some technologies that we use in this biotechnology. We have what we call, if you want to produce recombinant or genetically modified organisms, you can select a gene. After you select or you identify a gene, and you now use restriction enzymes to digest the gene, and you now insert it into a vector. So you have plasmid vector here, and you now use an enzyme called ligase enzymes to join the gene of interest and the cleaved vectors. And then after you do that, then it will now give recombinant DNA. And the recombinant DNA will now be transformed into uh, into a plant cells where the gene of interest, which is the gene of interest here is insecticide protein. So you want to produce protein in plants that can prevent insect attack. So first, you get the gene. After identify the gene from the DNA, you now digest the gene using restriction enzymes. And then you now get your vector using the same vector. You using the same vector, you now remove the. So using the same enzymes, you digest the plasmid vectors, and then the ligase will now ligase the clipped vector and the clipped recombinant gene. So it will now ligate them. Then after that, then it will now transform into a plant cell. And then there will be a selection for insecticidal cells. After the selections, they will now be